Imagine this. I survived the brutal trench warfare of World War I, but in 1932, in the middle of the Australian outback, I felt the true fear of death for the very first time. Was it from enemy artillery? No. It was from a flock of 20,000 giant birds charging right at me, at 50 kilometers per hour, kicking up a massive dust storm. Today is the story of the most humiliating war in history, where humans armed with the latest weapons got their souls completely crushed by birds. It all started on the farms of Western Australia. My comrades, who had returned home to farm in peace, faced an absolute disaster. A flock of 20,000 human-sized emus migrated in and wiped out an entire year's worth of wheat crops in just a few days. The panicked Australian government deployed Major Meredith, our regular army unit, and a staggering 10,000 rounds of ammunition. Riding in the back of the truck, we scoffed. Hunting birds with machine guns? We're having MUBBQ for dinner tonight. But we were so terribly wrong. The first battle, we ambushed about 1,000 emus gathered at a dam to drink. The major yelled, "Open fire! Rat-tat-tat-tat!" A deafening roar echoed as dirt flew everywhere. We thought we had wiped them all out, right? Well, when the dust settled, what we saw was straight out of The Matrix. As if they could read the trajectory of my bullets, they scattered in perfect patterns, pulling off flawless zigzag evasive maneuvers. To make matters worse, at the most crucial moment, sand jammed my machine gun, and the birds simply ran off, mocking us. They weren't just fast. These crazy birds were using perfect military tactics. Looking through my binoculars, I saw that each group had a massive 6-foot-tall commander emu covered in scars keeping watch. If we got even slightly close, this commander would let out a frantic cry to signal a retreat, standing its ground, taking the heat until all its subordinates had safely fled. We, a fully trained regular army, were being completely outsmarted by the guerrilla tactics of feathered beasts. Driven to the edge of frustration, Major Meredith resorted to a final, desperate measure. "Mount the machine gun on the truck, chase them down and shoot them all." We aggressively chased the emu flock with a roaring engine. But, speeding over the rough, pothole-filled desert, the truck bounced wildly. I was clinging to the rattling machine gun, unable to fire a single accurate shot. Meanwhile, the emus maintained a calm 50 kilometers per hour. I was clinging to the rattling machine gun, unable to fire a single accurate shot. Meanwhile, the emus maintained a calm 50 kilometers per hour, effortlessly running alongside our truck before easily leaving us in the dust. In the end, our truck just crashed into a fence and broke down. After a month of this pathetic chase, we finally packed our bags. We had poured out 10,000 rounds of ammunition, but the number of dead emus was only a few hundred. I returned home, but the war left me with an unshakable trauma. Now, even a simple chicken or turkey on a farm makes me flinch. You never know when they might group up and charge at you, dodging bullets. The government admitted their humiliating defeat and placed a bounty for farmers to hunt them, while our military had to live with the shameful label of the army whose souls were crushed by birds. Major Meredith later made this excuse in Parliament. If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. They can face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. He was right. Just because humans wield the latest weapons doesn't mean we can always conquer Mother Nature. To the most massive, proud, feathered warriors in history, if you enjoyed this unbelievable true story from the Australian outback, please subscribe and like. I'll be back with more bizarre historical mysteries in the next video.